Welcome, welcome. So I wanted to just do some gameplay, but I think I just turned this into some commentary. I think it'd be more helpful. You can see the stats. That's the main reason why I wanted to post this. 92% win percentage, 100% win percentage, 70 points per game, and plus 27 point differential, meaning they give up 43 points per game, which is extremely good. So I figured I was going to have to try. You can see me setting up my freelances here. The only one I'm using is Flow. And then they also go ahead and set up theirs. So because they have a high point differential, means that more than likely they're playing 5 out, and they're also going to be playing some good defense. So 5 out is going to be just the most consistent. So if you know that they're a very good opponent, they're more than likely playing 5 out. I just want to talk through this win, because I did end up getting the win. He did end up quitting towards the end of the game. It was a well played game, honestly. Like I knew it was going to be tough. Point 27 plus 27 point differential is fantastic. But let's get into the gameplay. Okay, so this is going to be full gameplay, unedited, and I'm also not going to be going back and forth, so I'm just going to try and do my best to just talk through what I saw, what I think I could have done a little bit better. So right now I haven't really set up the freelance yet, just going dribble handoff, pick and roll, trying to do what I can, go for a good little, I lose my dribble, but I knew I'd be able to get that hook over him, but still feeling each other out. That's not always going to be there. I'm going to play a little bit more off ball than I would like to, just because I know that he's going to be able to, he wants to just one-on-one isolate. And then he ends up going with a lot of pick and roll. So that's the two things that he's going to go with, 5 out ISO and pick and roll. So I'll be talking about both in a little bit. So I switch to the flow. I'm going for the back door here, and I get the back door, but I end up getting a illegal screen, which is very unlucky, because as you see, that would have counted. That was a nice clean layup. Anyways, so he's gonna. I think I tried to trap. Bad play on my part, but I get lucky, get bailed out with the miss there, and then I'm getting a little carried away. So just poor defense, but it's a long game, so I got plenty of time. I'm just trying to get into a little post-up action here. And I should be going for this move. Yeah, you face up baseline, drive baseline, usually pretty consistent. And then I think he's going to double team on post entries. I think that's probably what he's going for right now. Just getting down into the paint. I think the guy that I'm guarding, I almost had a steal there. The guy I'm guarding isn't that good of a shooter, and then he doesn't want to post up. I'm going to switch to Parker here, and I'm going to try and get in the way of the pass, but I got there a little bit late. You're going to see me, anytime he goes for the pick and roll, or usually when he goes for a pick and roll, what I'm going to try and do is go to the corner and try and rotate. There'll be plenty of opportunities to see. So here goes the pick and roll. He's going to help right here, but I hit the backdoor cut expecting him to help. So that was a nice clean layup. So been some very good looks. I'm going to miss some baskets, but very good offense. I'm going to go to the 2-3 zone here, and I struggled a little bit in the zone, but the zone is mainly there to break the rhythm. What I don't want is for him to feel comfortable that he can just run the same thing all game long. And he gets rewarded with the foul, but so far I've been playing some reasonable defense. Game's tied 8-8. Got a little aggressive there, but fortunately it rolls out. Okay, I'm switching to a sideline out of bounds set. I'm going to try and do some misdirection. I remember this play well. I'm trying to draw his attention to Bowen, but the play is actually going to be for Ginobili. So here I go out of the way, and then I take over with Ginobili, but he wasn't buying it, and I ended up getting the charge. Unfortunate, but like I said, it's a long game. So here you go. He's isolating with Harden, but Bowen's a good defender, so it's going to be hard for him to isolate. I do play some good one-on-one defense occasionally, but again, the only reason why I'm doing that is the only reason why I would guard is just to keep him honest and keep him off balance. So he's going to continue to go with the pick and roll. Almost get another steal. Unlucky. So the defense that I'm using is hard hedge and go under, and I haven't gone into a lot of depth about why I would use that, but we'll see a little bit. So I'm going to go with flow action here. I'm going to try and hit Ginobili, and then gets a little bit of an advantage, take it to the basket. Part of the reason why I run that is that it allows me to give a little bit of variety without having to change the defensive settings. I try to get to zone, and He is a good shooter, so he's obviously going to make me pay anytime I make a little mistake. Let me see. Russell Westbrook made a couple of shots, but also missed a couple of threes. It's kind of like it's hit or miss with him, so credit to him for making that one. But then I saw him slacking a little bit. Almost get a steal there too. And then he makes the basket with Kawhi. Kawhi had a good night. Harden had a good night. So I tried to do the exact same thing. It was a bad pass. I was just getting a little greedy. And then he doesn't take that matchup. Anytime he gives it to the big, he's just going to pass it right back out. Rotating and go to help with Duncan, and ends up being a good defensive possession. 7 seconds. I think we end up getting a shot clock violation if I'm not mistaken. So just getting in the lanes, he has to pass it to the big, and doesn't. Again, Bowen, good defensive position. So fast break is going to be very important, but just a bad decision there. Honestly, I think I could have squeezed it in there, but I'm trying to force it, and I need to have better defensive possessions. I need to take better care of the ball. He tries to get a little aggressive because I think he's trying to get aggressive as well. Obviously, trying to hold it for the last shot. I go to quick isolation because what I don't want is for the set to run a screen and then accidentally get an illegal screen. And then, obviously, just go straight to the pick and roll, which was very effective, surprisingly for me, late in the shot clocks. So I'll show more of those later in the game. Either way, going into the second quarter with a 4-point deficit is pretty good, considering that the average person would be trailing now by around, what's 27 divided by 4? Around 8 points, somewhere around there. So not too bad, but got plenty of time. So here he is in a 5-out isolation, and that's going to be easy bucket, but at the same time it's just 2 points, so I can just match that, and unfortunately I don't. So now he's up 6. Very good defensive position here. He tries to force it, which he was able to do well, but just I'm in very solid position, and then again fast break for easy buckets. I'm in a 3-2 zone here. I'm trying to keep him on edge because when he's in a 5-out, it's hard to play 2-3. So I played a 3-2, which is a little bit better against 5-out. As you can see, I forced a steal there by anticipating the pass to the corner. So he's in a really good defensive position. So I'm just going to run the set. Goes for a down screen, and then it dribble. After that's not open, I go for a DHO. Just very simple basketball, and now it's a 2-point deficit, so making some progress. I think I do get a little aggressive, just trying to continue to force the indecision on his part. So I'm trying to change it up a little bit, and I think he ends up scoring a couple of times. Not on this possession. I'll talk a little bit about that in a second. So just trying to be nice and simple with it and protect the ball. Pick and roll. You won't see too much pick and roll. You'll mainly see it at the end of quarters. So I'm in a 2-3 there, and he goes for the pick and roll and runs right into me, not expecting me to be in the zone, but He does really well against the zone, particularly spacing the floor. But there's the advantage of the zone is being able to get a little bit of turnovers, and then he takes it right back. Just happened to be in the passing lane, and unfortunately, I get lucky by not giving up the points on turnovers, and he makes a good defensive possession. And there we go. So all transition, all defense, both ways. And then I get a little bit aggressive and get very lucky with that shot, because honestly I could have easily missed that. I get lucky right there. Did he miss? No, he made it. Bad possession. He took a deep shot and made it, so credit to him. And then very bad offensive possession, but I get the foul. I think was it a couple of possessions earlier I was in zone, and when you're in zone you can't foul. You're gonna see me switch to Ginobili, and then I call a switch that means the Parker's going to take the guy in the corner, and that takes away the initial pass, and that causes a little bit of confusion, and then fast break, and then I lean into him to get the foul. So veteran plays right there, and that's going to get me to a 2-possession game, 1-possession game, or a 1-point game. So just good wise basketball plays, making the smart decisions. I'm in a 3-2 again, and against the 3-2, he burned me for the pick and roll because I'm trying to guard the corners with the bigs, so he ends up being able to take advantage and go down the middle. I get the foul here, just going for some pump fakes, and I end up missing, I think, both. How, I don't know. 74% on that one, and 74% on that one. I missed both of them, so got a little bit lucky. I left a lot of points on the table, but I'm in a 3-2 again. He goes for the same thing, pick and roll, and I think I got lucky because he passes to that guy when he had, I guess, Kawhi Leonard in the corner, and he missed that. So I got a little bit lucky, and pass it back out, go into flow, gonna go to 2, isolate with Duncan, pump fake, and then I want to go with the hook shot in the paint, and a little bit more open than I would have expected it to be, but very simple basketball, taking care of the basketball. I'm trying to trap here, and I'm zoning between two guys. End up busting up the possession, and I get to the paint, another pick and roll, and get the stop. So pretty solid possession. Just pushing the ball up the court and miss a wide open 3. He goes for the exact same thing. Tries to do a pick and pop, and his big did not play well. It did not show up for him. Try and isolate here because I see I got Kawhi on me. Do the exact same move, face baseline, and drive baseline. Does not work. I should have just immediately taken it up. But I'm in a solid defensive position here. He should not take it. Missed the steal. I think he was getting a little bit aggressive. He really wanted to take the Parker mismatch and just ran out of time. But that's a 1-point deficit, which means that I have the momentum and things are looking pretty good. And based off of what my expectations were from the beginning, I thought he was going to be using a lot of 5-out, which he does, and he is now. I thought he was also going to be using, he also used a little bit of pick and roll, which I was expecting to guard it by playing the corner and switching off ball. So I've been somewhat effective on that. And then I also wanted to sprinkle in a little bit of 2-3 and 3-2. I've been doing okay with that. He has been exploiting it, which I expected him to do, but not. I've been doing okay. Nice pick and fade. I just wanted to get a basic offense going. So right now I'm in a 2-3. Gets a reasonably open shot, knocks it down. I think that was fair defense, but he's a extremely good player, so you kind of expect him to make those shots. Just a bad defensive possession. I'm not too sure what I was thinking. That was all over the place. He's in a 5 out. He had the mismatch. He could have passed it to the corner as well. So I try and go with a simple away set. I ended up passing it to the wrong player, so I just go into a pick and roll into a post up. So just made the wrong pass, but tried to make it work. And here I am guarding on ball, and I think most of the possessions I guarded on ball I did really well, just trying to keep him off balance. And fortunately Ori does not foul. Alright, got a mismatch here. I'm gonna try and take it, and then he tries to help, so just kick it out. Very simple. Had the mismatch, try to post him up. He comes to help, and then I pass it out. Right now I'm in a 3-2. Again, trying to keep him off balance. And for this, he had been attacking on the inside, not just on the roller, but also on the ball handler. But you have to be able to get stops. So you could just easily trade baskets. Just continue to put the pressure on him. Now I switch back to man to man. You saw me take the guy in the corner, trying to rotate in, but he got through both Bowen and Duncan. So so that didn't work at all. But just trying to make something happen. Really ugly possession. Got bailed out by a offensive rebound by Duncan, and then ended up missing the shot because I got a little bit carried away with myself. Helping off quite a bit from the big, because the big is not a good shooter, and I get bailed out again here. So just trying to slow it down. Switch back to flow because I think I had gone to Princeton for a little bit, and go with a nice simple pick and roll. I could hit that shot, however, off by a little bit. Nothing wrong with that. I think it was a reasonable look. I'd like to get a little bit more of a reliable shot. Helped off in the corner. Fortunately, he misses the pass, and then again, he's not gonna take that one-on-one against Duncan. At least I don't think so. Yes, he did, and I think that was the first and last time that he chose to do that. Good play by Harden. I think it was the right decision on my part. And gets fouled here. At least it's a nice tough foul. Make him make the free throws. I was rotating to the corner because what I don't want is for him to come back by making threes. I know he's a good three-point shooter, so I'd rather him go to the basket and make free throws, or take a contested layup instead of a wide open three, because I know he can hit those shots. So I think what I'm trying to do is slow it down a little bit. No. I'm trying to run my set, go to high split action here. Hit the backdoor cut. That does not work, so I pass it out. I hold dribble handoff to get the guy out of the paint, and then just go with a cut here. Since I see that Duncan is hot, the first thing I thought of is, okay, well, get him into the paint, and maybe I can just throw it up for a hook shot. He got to the back door, so I was able to throw it down. Trying to go with a trap, again, trying to make him, keep him off balance, and he got a little bit panicked there, so he threw it up. Now I'm switching to a 3-2, so I went with the regular man coverage to a trap, and then now to 3-2. And again, same thing. He's an extremely good player. However, I'm constantly just trying to switch it up, and I think that's what's throwing him off. So going with the same flow freelance, which I've been using, hit a flare screen. Very simple, but a little bit brave of me, since I've been struggling to shoot a little bit. I haven't taken many threes. And he did the same thing. He felt like he needed to get something reliable, so takes it to the basket. Smart play on him. And I'm going to hold for the last shot. So what I usually do is user control Ginobili, get him to hold the ball. Also go with a quick isolation because I don't want them to set a pick and get an illegal defense. Waited a little bit too long, but I think no, waited a little bit too long. Took away all the time that I had to go with the backup post-up option or something like that. But either way, still down 1 point. Start of the fourth, so looking somewhat promising. And I got the possession right now. So I'm going to go to Princeton, and what I'm looking to do is just enter it into the high post and get the backdoor cut action here. I get the backdoor cut, but he helps off with Kawhi. Gets a lucky bounce there. I should have passed it, obviously, to Ori, and it would have been a wide open three. I missed the pass because that backdoor cut happens a little bit too quick, and I was not expecting him to be able to rotate in time. Here they are in 5 out. I'm guarding Harden. Excellent position. Excellent one-on-one defense, and here we are in transition. I don't know why he tried to draw the charge, but good defense turning into offense. Not guarding on ball, but I'm trying to trap and get fortunate with the miss. Just putting pressure onto him, and then again, fast break possession. He tries to help kick it out. So just turning defense into offense, and now we have a three-point lead. Switching to 3-2 because what I don't want is for him to get for me to get a little complacent. If you are not sure how to play 3-2, I'm happy to help, but end up giving a somewhat contested look right there. Generally, what would happen is they'll see me rotating over, and then they'll try and pass out. And when they pass out, they give the big man time to recover. Right there, I try and get that 3 points back that I just gave up. His toe was on the line, and switch back to a man because I'm trying to just keep him off balance. You also see a little bit the rotation that I've been doing. I do it again right here because he goes with another pick and roll. And because that rotation happens so quick, and because he's not accustomed to that, he ends up accidentally throwing away the ball. But I do not go to the same defense. I switch to a 2-3 because I'm just constantly trying to just keep him on edge. I don't want him to feel comfortable. Even if he has success with the 2-3, I'd rather him think about it a little bit more if possible. And he gets a good look, but at the same time, he had to work for that. And it breaks up his offense. His offense is 5 out or pick and roll, and it throws him off. And I think that's the main intention of playing that. So I recognize that I'm still in Princeton, which I kind of want to switch out of. But in this particular set on the high pass entry, you have the person at the top cut to the basket, and it's just simple, basically a backdoor cut for the layup. Very simple, attacking the basket, trying to get free throws, trying to get easy looks. So he's going to go into a pick and roll as he's been doing, and here's the hard hedge by Duncan. Bowen's supposed to go under, and unfortunately he gets through both of us and gets the and one. So very good play on his part. Defense was horrible. So I don't know if you can see, but I tried to hit the backdoor cut on with Ginobili. Go for the high post set as well, and then he helps out again from the corner, and instead of me passing it out, I end up pump faking to pass out, and that ends up drawing the jump ball. I think I win the jump ball, but it falls to the Clippers. Unfortunate. So I switched back to Flow since he now tied up the game, and I want to go back to my most consistent options. Very aggressive. Did not need to risk that. DHO. Back to Ginobili, pick and roll. And I saw a lot of players. I did not know who was open because it was so crowded because I'm in Flow. He tries to help a little bit, and fortunately I knocked down the shot. I know Bowen's a good shooter, but a lot of times people will try and bait you in. They'll scoot into the paint and then just run back out, anticipating you to throw it out. So I got pretty fortunate. I try and trap while he's going for a pick and roll, so that throws off his reads, and then going under Parker It draws the moving screen, so I got very fortunate with that, and I'm still up 3 points. So pretty good possession so far. I'm gonna hold, give it to Ginobili, and again, I'm user controlling. I'm also gonna go for, I think I was gonna go for quick isolation, and the reason why is because I don't want any screens. Go for a pick and roll with 5 seconds left, trying to keep the ball as far away from the big defender, the roll defender, as possible. And I'm just trying to slow down the game. Good pass, very good pass. Fortunately, I was able to rotate and contest a little bit, but he could have made that. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to hold. Ends up coming a little closer. This is very unfortunate. Either way, holding the ball. Passed it, just trying to be a little bit aggressive. DHO, and intercepts it. So, very unfortunate. Try not to foul. Good contest. I see Ori open, throw up the shot, but I see there's 25 seconds left in the game, and he's down 5, so I figured it was already over. And so did he, so he quits the game. Thank you for watching.